always keep your receipts. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Fiso. Here's the thing, tax season is upon us here in Australia. We're approaching the tax season. So the question is, are you tax ready? Are you ready for your taxes? Are you ready to file your taxes? I'll just use two examples as an explanation, or two examples to help you get tax ready. My first example is running a business from home. A lot of people, they have their main job and they have something that they do on the side. Or some people, they work from home completely, okay? So I've spoken to people before, especially those who work from home, and I'll be like, I've had people say to me, you know what, I do my business from home, so I don't have a lot of expenses. I don't have any expenses. That's what people tend to say. I'm like, really? What type of a business is it that you do not have any expenses? And then they'll, just go like, they'll just mention their business, but then they forget that the fact that they are utilizing their home space, they forget that in their own home where they live, they have to pay their gas and the electricity. They have to pay all the other utilities. They forget all that. They have to print at times. They have to use all the other facilities that are for home use. They have to use them for business use. So they forget that those are expenses that could be allocated to their business. Okay. So I've got a few examples I can think of right now on the spot is your heating and your lighting, right? You are at home, like right now I'm working from home. If it's a bit chilly, I'll put my heating on. I've got my lights on. Well, now I don't have my lights on, but at times I'll have my light on, okay? So that's your electricity in use. Or I'll be charging my laptop, or I'm using my internet. Printing, as I mentioned, cartridge, all those are expenses that you need to allocate to your little business or to your little passion project. Another final one that you shouldn't forget are subscriptions. You might be like me, I'm an accountant, I subscribe to accounting bodies. That's another business expense that is, specific to providing a business. My second example will really show you where you could be leaving money on the table. A lot of people, they don't know where their money is going, or they just notice that the money is gone, but where did it go? They've got no clue. I'll show you in my next example. People who fix cars, as a side gig, I've noticed that, or I've heard someone say to me, you know what, I bought this car at an auction for, let's say, like $3,000. Then I did a bit of panel beating and sold it months later, and I made a profit of $10,000. I'm like, what? $10,000 profit? You bought it for $3,000, you made a profit of $10,000? I'm like, no, your profit is not $10,000. And then I'll be like, okay, so your buying price was $3,000. How much did it cost you to fix that car? How much did it cost you to buy the material? Okay, so let's say in this case, you bought the car for $3,000, materials and fixing. If you needed to maybe get a contractor to do a little bit of work there, let's say it cost you $3,000. Okay, so the total cost for that car are $6,000, right? And then when you sold it for $10,000, it means you only made a profit of $4,000, not $10,000. So because people will buy a car, let's say this month, and then maybe it will take them, 3 months to fix it, they forget about, the money that went out, that $3,000 that went out. And maybe they go and buy the parts that they need in a different month. They forget about all that. In most cases, people just lose their receipts anyway, and they don't remember. So when the money drops into their bank account, when they sell the car, they're like super excited. I made a profit of $10,000. Okay, so let me show you where it is that where exactly they are leaving money on the table. Okay, so when these people, when it comes to doing their tax returns, they will put that they made extra income of $10,000. Partially true, yes, they did make extra income of $10,000, but not correct. They made extra income of 10,000, or they would say we made extra income of 10,000 and also we made a profit of 10,000. Income of 10,000, true. Profit of 10,000, false. They made a profit of $4,000. So if you declare that income without the expense to match, without saying that I sold for 10,000, it cost me 6,000, and offsetting those two costs and only declaring 4,000 profit, you are declaring that you made a profit of $10,000. Okay, that's a lot of money. So I'll show you how that affects you now. I'm just gonna assume, okay, this is tax, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume the person is like already on the 32.5% tax bracket, meaning that extra income, that 10,000 that they've made, is gonna be taxed at 32.5%. This is an assumption because, you know, it depends, it varies. It's a personal tax, income, finance, it's personal. It depends on where you sit on the income scale. For this person, if they declare 10,000 as profit at 32.5%, they will pay tax of 3,250 on this income. But if they do it correctly and declare a profit of $4,000, they will pay tax of $1,300. So by not keeping their receipts and not allocating their cost, they've paid an extra $1,950 in taxes. If that's not a lot of money to you, it is to me. You know, $1,950, you could save that money and do something with it. What am I saying? You could be leaving money on the table. Okay, the one thing that I recommend is always keep your receipts. Keep receipts. You need your receipts when you go to do your tax returns. Take your receipts to your accountant, have them as backup, as proof that you made the purchases. And there are a lot of apps that you can use these days to just scan your receipts and have them in digital versions. Okay. The other thing that I do for my business is I buy everything business related from a bank account, a bank account that are purely allocated to my business. So everything business related is swiped from that bank account. That way I'll always have proof of purchase. Okay, and also that way I do not forget my expenses. So the key is don't forget your expenses. Yeah, list them all. Have a bank account that's allocated to the business and swipe everything through that bank account. Second, keep all your receipts as backup, okay, to take to your accountant. So having said that, if you are in Australia and you need to get your taxes done, or you need to get your accounting and bookkeeping done, or you need business advisory services, feel free to contact us on my YouTube channel. All my links are there. You've got a link to my website, a link to my Facebook page, and thank you for tuning in. Hope this video was educative. Thank you once again. Bye.